Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Karibuni tena kwa channel yetu. Jina nani? Mind Mastering Tutor. Sawa. Leo tunafanya hii paper tunaita distinction ambayo ni 006. Sawa. For those who are doing the grade 9 exams KJSEA, hii paper huwa itawasaidia sana. And don't forget to subscribe and share and do a lot of things. So, but let's start the session. Section A. Amambia section A ambao ni 20 marks. A farmer harvested 5,679,280 sacks of beans from his farm. What's the place value of digit 7? Hapa 7. So place value wajua hii ni ones, hii ni tens, hii ni hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands, tens of thousands. Place value ingekuwa total value ingekuwa 70,000. Hii ni total value. Tuendelee kwa sababu iko kwa tens of thousands. 7 times tens of thousands is 70,000. Lakini the question is specific place value, which is tens of thousands. Convert this into 346 out of 1,000 into decimals. Very easy. Piga 1, 2, 3. Kwa nini mpiga mara tatu nyuma? Kwa sababu 0 zipo 3. Therefore your answer is 0.346. Sawa. So remember, tunaambiwa 346 out of 1,000. So inaenda mara tatu nyuma kwa sababu ya 0 3. Na pale ambapo utakaposema hii mimia utaenda utaweka decimal. Utaenda mbele ikiwa multiply, but ukidivide itaenda nyuma. Question 3. Given that the equation of a straight line is y equal to 2x plus 1, calculate the y-intercept. Y-intercept is usually this, the constant. Ukiambiwa kitu kipo in the form of y equal to mx plus c, that c is your y-intercept. So our y-intercept is 1 colors, which basically we write it as 0.1. Again, just to simplify the one. Question 4. A shop increased the price of soap from 100 shillings to 150. Calculate the percentage increase of the price of soap. Mwanzo tujue increase ni ngapi. Increase yetu ni hiyo 150 minus 100. So iliongezeka na 50 shillings. So percentage increase watafuta vipi? You take your increase, divide by the mark price, multiply by 100. So utachukua 50, 50 chako hicho faida ndogo, lakini 50 divide by ile marked price, which is 100. Original price hapo ni 100, multiply by 100. Hii 0 inatoka tabakiwa na 50%. So mwongeza 50% to increase hiyo percentage increase. Tuendelee. Question 5. Ryan recorded the marks he scored in his opener assessment as shown below. Kuna 80, 90, 60, 75, 70, 80, 90, 65, 80. Full stop. Calculate Ryan's mean mark. So ni rahisi. Utachukua sasa hizi zote utaziadd. So utachukua 80 plus 90 plus 60 plus 75 plus 70 plus 80 plus 90 plus 65 plus 80. So, and then we divide it by the total numbers, in which happening up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So divide by 9. So angalia tu wewe mwenyewe 80 ni mara ngapi? 80 ni mara 3. 80 times 3 it gives you 240. So then tunaangalia 90. 90 times 2 inakupa 180. Then 60 ni mara moja tu. So 60 plus 75 mara moja pia, plus 70 mara moja, plus 65 mara moja. So you just add this all up. Angalia itatupa ngapi. Kwa vile ni grade 9 nadhani mkubalia kutumia calculator, so you can use a calculator for that. but if you add all of those up, it should give you a total of 690. So 690 we divide by 9. So calculators allowed again. 690 divided by 9, 76.67. 76.67. That's your mean mark. Kwa nini ni wa stress kama calculator ipo ikubaliwa? Hebu hata angalia answer. Sijui lakini but unajua calculators allowed. Question 6. Triangle ABC below is an isosceles triangle. Angle ABC is equal to 43 degrees and AB is equal to AC. So find the value of angle BAC. Isosceles triangles, usually opposite angles in an isosceles triangle are equal. Sasa kama hii ni 43, hapo pia ni 43 from this. So hii ni angle hii na hii ni angle yake ni hii hapa. So very simple. So khalas. So tutafuta nini? Angle BAC. BAC ni hapa. BAC. Hii hapa ndo BAC. So how do you search for a BAC? So let's first take 43 plus 43. Itakupa 86. Now remember angles in a triangle add up to 180. So baada ushapata 86, 180 minus 86 itakupa ngapi? Itakupa 94 degrees. So that's your answer. Question 7. Anastasia, grade 9 learner, was asked by her teacher to work out the cube root of 27y cubed x power 6. What was her answer? So what was her answer? Tunaenda step by step. The cube root ya 27y cubed x power 6. So ikiwa ni cube root, hizi powers huwa divide. So but pia wacha tufanye cube root ya 27 most. Cube root ya 27, which number if you multiply it, but if you multiply by itself 3 times, itakupa 26 is 3. 3 times 3, 9, 9 times 3, 27. So cube root ya 27 ni 3. Sasa hapa kuna y cubed, after cube root. So 3 utafanya 2y power yake utadivide na 3, so itakuwa ni y power 1. So ni y power 1. The same thing hiyo 6 ni x power 6, so pia cube root pia. So hiyo power yake utadivide na 3, itakupa 2. Sawa, utadivide na 3 kwa sababu ya cube root. Ingekuwa ni square root utadivide na 2. So answer ni 3yx power 2, which is this. Question 8. Lakini kumbuka hapo watu wengi wasahau cube root 27, which is very very important. So sije ukasahau. Question 8. What is the volume of a rectangular box whose length, breadth and height is 2r, 6p and 4q? Volume is given by length times width times height. So length here or width, which is breadth, whichever. So length is 2r multiply by 6p multiply by your height, which is 4q. So letters utazileta pamoja. That is the numbers utazimultiply. 2 times 6 ni 12. 12 times 4 ni 48. So 48 rpq. No, utaandika nini? Ukitaka utaweza andika rpq, but professionally it should be written 48 pqr according to alphabet. So but sasa kila mtu for now this one is correct, this one is also correct, but alphabetically inafaa iandikwe pqr. So but still this is correct. So the answer is D. So kuna p squared wala kuna chochote p ya usijui p squared to power. Solve for the unknown. So uko na 10 power 2y is equal to 100. 100 ukiangalia na 10, make sure you make the bases to be the same. So 10 power ngapi itanipa 100? Ni 10 power 2. Na hapa on your left side ni 10 power 2y. If the bases are the same now, you equate the powers. You drop the bases. Uta drop 10 na uta drop 10 up on your right side. So chukua 2 hizo powers with equates. So 2y equal to 2 divided by 2 divided by 2, y is equal to 1. So your y value of unknown ni y ni 1. Okay, question 10. The figure below is a rhombus. Find its area. The figure below is a rhombus. Find its area. Rhombus ni diagonal 1 sijui times diagonal 2 divided by 2. But for now hapa kuna diagonal wala kuna nini hapa. So mpewa tu hizo sides. But it's very easy to find the area. Utafanya kama parallelogram tu, so it's not that hard. Sawa, so utachukua tu hiyo base yako times your perpendicular height. Sawa, so base yako ni 20 times height yako ni 12. Sawa, you can take a calculator pia. So answer ikakuwa 240 centimeter square. Sawa, 240 centimeter square. Khalas, hiyo tu. Kama utafuta diagonal ni wewe. I don't think there's a need for you to calculate a diagonal. So when two sides are given, that's how you calculate for it. So don't think too much. Ukianza kufikiria sana itakupa answer ambazo sizo kabisa. But can we find a diagonal from there? I'm not sure. I don't think so. Even if waweza pata. So let's try. So hapa ni 20, hapa ni 20. Sio. Sorry. Hapa ni 20 if I'm not wrong. So alafu kati hapa. But still hujui kweli ngumu sasa kupata pia. So wacha tuache hapa. So your base times your height ambayo ni 240 centimeter square. Ni sawa tu na parallelogram. Sometimes utapewa diagonal, utatumia hiyo diagonal 1 times diagonal 2 divided by 2. Question 11. The distance between Madungwind Comprehensive School and KJSEA. Sijui naisoma vizuri ama sijui watu ambao wasoma kule wameona hii video. KJSEA, niambie tu kama nimekosea pale kwa comment section. Is approximately 20 kilometers. So m na huko KJSEA ni 20 kilometers. So if the scale length between the two schools on a map is 5 centimeters, so this one is represented by 5 centimeter. Find the scale used in statement form. So 5 centimeter represents the 20 kilometers. Now I need to search for 1 centimeter. So I divide by 5. So therefore 1 centimeter will represent 4 kilometers. So that's the answer. So 1 centimeter represents 4 kilometers. Khalas, watu wadhani ni kitu kigumu, ni rahisi. Question 12. Express 0.0000346 into standard form, which is also easy. So 0.0000346 utaanza kuandika 3.46 times 10. Lakini sasa anything that is below 1 usually power yake ni negative. Jua tu hii number ni below 1. Sasa uangalia kwa 3.46. Hii si ni 3.46 iko hapa. Decimal yake iko hapa. So kupata hiyo 0.0000346, hiyo decimal itaenda mbele ama nyuma? Itaenda nyuma, kwa maana hii power ni negative. So itaenda nyuma mara ngapi? 1 2 3 4. Itaenda nyuma mara 4. So the answer is this one, 3.46 times 10 raised to power negative 4. So find the circumference of the figure below. Radius ni 14 cm. Ikiwa mpewa radius, circumference is very easy, ni 2 pi r, or waweza tumia pi d ikiwa mpewa diameter. So 2 pi r. So 2 times your pi umeambiwa ni 22/7 times your radius. By 7 1, by 7 2. 2 times 22 ni 44. 44 times 2 ni 88 centimeters. Sawa. D. That's your answer. Question 14. Two bells ring at intervals of 30 minutes and 45 minutes. If they rang together at 10 a.m., at what time had they rang together before? So, two bells ring at intervals of 30 minutes and 45 minutes. If they rang together at 10 a.m., at what time had they rang together before? So 30 and 45. Tutafuta sasa LCM yake. Ukipata maswali kama haya obviously ni LCM. Haina haja ya kufikiria sana. So divide by 2, 15, 45. Wezi divide by 2 tena. So divide by 3, 5, 15. Divide by 3 tena. 5, 5. Then divide by 5. 1, 1. So 2 times 3 times 3 times 5. So 2 times 3 squared times 5, which is 2 times 9, 2 times 3 squared, 2 times 9 here, 18, 18 times 5 it's around 90. So 90, yeah, to me a calculator ni akili yangu. So 90 minutes, 90 minutes is around 1 hour. So 1 hour is equal to 30 minutes, 60 minutes. So 60 minutes will be subtracted from 90 minutes, itabakia to 30 minutes. So only 1 hour and 30 minutes. If they rang together at 10 a.m., at what time had they rang together before? So if I will subtract, you add. So if I will by 10 a.m. minus your 1 hour, 30 minutes. So 10 yenyewe ukisubtract 1 yakupa 9. Hiyo 9 utoe 30. So yakupa 8, 30 a.m. So ni very easy. Yani 10 ukitoa 1 yakupa 9. Hiyo 9 saa 3 ukitoa 30 minutes from 9 itakupa 8:30. So your answer is 8:30 a.m. So let's go to question 15. Remember, 3 tractors can plow a piece of land in 6 days. Find the number of days it will take 9 similar tractors to plow the same piece of land. So let me hakuna nafasi, but the force tractors need 3. They can plow it in how many days? 6 days. Find the number of days it will take 9 similar tractors to plow the same piece of land. So how do you calculate? So mwanzo above the question mark, so out of the days utaanza na days, then you introduce the multiplication sign. So ajiuliza kama tractors 3 imetumia siku 6 kuplow ile farm, what about 9 tractors? Will those 9 tractors take less days ama more days? Watachukua siku zaidi ama siku kidogo? Obviously si ziko nyingi, so obviously they will take less time. So the more it is, the lesser the time it will take. So it will take less time. So between 3 and 9, which one is less? Is 3. So you take multiply by 3, divide by 9. So by 3, 1, by 3, 3, by 3, 1, by 3, 2. Khalas, your answer is 2 times only 2. So by the number of days is 2 days. Question 16. Calculate the value of the x-intercept in the equation y equal to 3x minus 9. Sikiza, hii si y-intercept. X-intercept ingekuwa y-intercept, answer yetu ingekuwa 9 tayari. But for x-intercept ni ile point in which the line passes through the x-axis, in which x-intercept the y value is always 0. For the y-intercept x ndo 0. So pale ambapo kuna y utaweka 0 equal to 3x negative 9. Negative 9 peleka the other side. So utakuwa na 9 equal to 3x. So or you can say 3x equal to 9 divided by 3 divided by 3. X ni ngapi? X ni 3. So answer yako hapo ni 3. Khalas, bado maswali tu machache. The temperature of water was 12 degrees Celsius. If the temperature increased by 4 degrees Celsius, what was the new temperature of the water? So ilikuwa ni 12, uka increase na 4 degrees Celsius. So ukaongeza tu. So what was the new temperature of the water? is just 16 degrees Celsius. Sijui nani atakosa hii swali. Maswali haya rahisi sana bwana. So wewe uongeza na 4 degrees Celsius. So what's the new temperature? So temperature ya maji ni 16 degrees Celsius. The three sides of a triangle are as shown. Una x plus 3 na x plus 3. Una 2x plus 1. Na swali umeuliza find the perimeter of the triangle. So perimeter is given by when you take this perimeter. What is perimeter? Perimeter is distance around the figure. So it's when you take this, add to this, and add to this. So x plus 3 plus x plus 3 plus 2x plus 1. Now, mwacha niandike hapa juu kwa sababu ya nafasi. So tunasema x plus 3 plus x plus 3 plus 2x plus 1. Collect like terms. So like terms ni x plus 2x. And like terms are numbers ni 3 plus 3 plus 1. So x plus 2x ni 4x. 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 1 ni 7. So answer yako ni 4x plus 7 centimeters. Now, question 19. Hii ni matrix ambayo pia ni rahisi. So umeambiwa hii matrix umesubtract na hii matrix and they are compatible. Otherwise if not they're not compatible with subtract. So utachukua negative 2. Acha niandike tu hapa. Utachukua negative 2 minus negative 5. Negative 2 minus negative 5. Now let me use any different colors. Nyingine ni 8 minus 2. Sawa. Nyingine ni lakini kala ionyeshe bongo. Let me just use another one. Sawa. Hakuna nyingine 8 minus 2. And the other one ni 3 minus negative 4. So ni 3 minus negative 4. And the last one, let me just use a red again. Ni 4 minus negative 3. So sije ukachanganyikiwa na hizi negative na nini. So for the first answer, minus kwa vile minus apatana zitakuwa positive. So itakuwa ni negative 2 plus 5. Na the same thing hapa. Minus itapatana yawa 4 plus 3. Na hii pia the same thing. 3 minus negative 4 itakuwa 3 plus 4. So answer yako negative 2 plus 5 ni positive 3. 8 minus 2 ni 6. 3 plus 4 ni 7. 4 plus 3 ni 7. So that is your answer, 3677, which is this. Sorry, rahisi sana. And the last question for section A, question 20, yasema Paul, Harrison and Laura shared 36,000 shillings in the ratio 3:5:4 respectively. How much did Laura get? Mwanzo add hizi tatu. 3 plus 5 plus 4 ni ngapi? Ni how much is it? Ni 12. Sio? 3 plus 5 plus 4 ni 12. So okay. 8 plus 1 is 12. Okay. So then zile shares sasa divide from 36,000. Tutachukua 36,000 divided by 12. And which itakuwa 3,000. So one share is represented by 3,000. Now nataka kujua Laura mpata ngapi? Laura ni 4 shares. So you take 3,000 times 4, which is 12,000. So, 20 shillings. So, where is it? This one. Now, let's break. Okay, let's go to section B sasa. Okay, tunaingia section B, 80 marks sasa. Hapo ndo kwenyewe. Question 21 says 21A, Mr. Ruo wrote the number 7.624 on the blackboard. Express the number 7.624 in standard form. Sawa, in standard form itakuwa uandika vipi? Rahisi sana. So utaandika hiyo 7.624. Sawa, kwa vile ni hivyo hivyo tu utaandika times 10 raised to the power of 0. So this is your standard form here. So remember 7.624 times 10 to the power of 0 ndio itakupa the same number ambayo ni hii. So 10 power 0 ni 1. So ukichukua 7.624 times 1 itakupa bado 7.624. Sawa, question B umeambiwa use tables of cubes to find the cube of 7.624. So hii kwa vile ni 10 power 0 waweza ukaingia kwa cube tables ukatafuta 7.624. Njoo sasa hapa kwa cube table, tafuta 7.624, tafuta mwanzo 7.6. Ukipata 7.6 ni hapa, ni hii hapa. 7.6 ni hii. 24 hii ni 7.60, 61, 622. Then waenda kwa hapa ni 1, 2, 3, 4. So ni 442.5. uta add 7 to it ikupe 442.7. 7.624 hata ukitumia calculator kuconfirm. Okay, inipa so 443.1. Okay, so basically you take 442.5 add ile 0.7 0.7 to 8, not 0.07 but 0.7. So watch and see, but just know that it is 442.5 plus 0.7, in which itakupa answer 443.2, which is very near. So answer ni 443.2. Kwenye calculator yako itakupa kama 443.1, but kwenye log itakupa 443.2. So there's a slight difference, but that's the answer. Tunaingia question nyingine, question 22. In the figure below, lines A and B are parallel. Line K intersect the lines A and B at X and Y respectively. Determine the values of Q, R, and S. So line K is this one, intersect the lines A and B at X and Y. So determine the values of Q, R, and S. So I think tuko sawa mpaka. So this angle tumpewa tu hii hapa, kuna angle nyingine ambayo tupewa. This angle is usually corresponding to this angle. So those are all corresponding angles. So this one will also be 40 because corresponding angles are same. For this angle, how do you get this angle? It's by taking 180 minus 40, because this is a straight line. Therefore, 180 minus 40 equal 140. So here ni 140 degrees. Okay, this angle ambayo iko hapa iko alternate to this angle. So this angle is alternating to that angle. Na utajuaje kama ni alternating? Utaona ile value ya z. So value ya z kama hivi. So hii angle lazima itakuwa hii angle. Ama the other way ujue kama this angles are alternating, moja ikiwa moja iko juu on your left hand side, so the opposite of it yafaa iwe chini on your right hand side, so which is this. 40 alternating angle yake iko wapi? Iko hapa chini on your left hand side, so hapa 40. Also obviously pia hii ito vertically opposite. Kama hii ni 40, hapa pia lazima iwe 40 because of vertically opposite angles. So and the resting hapa ni 140, hapa kama 40, hapa pia ni 40, hapa ni 140 degrees. So I think we've almost answered every question here. So angle Q, which is this one, is 140 degrees. Angle R is 40 degrees because of many reasons. Okay, here on 40 angles in a straight line add up to 180. Add up to 180 degrees. Now for the R, since 40 degrees is 40 degrees because maybe of vertically opposite angles is above vertically opposite angles. You can also say angles in a straight line because of the 140, but better to give it another reason. For S, 140 here again the same thing. Now maybe because of alternating angles, maybe alternating angles are equal. It's better to do reasons because once you advance in the grade 10 utauliza kutaja hizo reasons. So that's question 22. Let's go to question 23. Question 23 umeulizwa tunu ya khairi. Tunu formed a number m by writing all the prime between 0 and 10 in a descending order. Now first let's write the numbers from 10 to 0 in a descending order ni from largest to smallest. Largest to smallest. Now let's just write all the numbers from 10 to 0. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now let's pinpoint the numbers that are prime numbers. 10 is not a prime number. Why? Because it has more than 2 factors. So as in a prime number is if a number is a prime number, or if a number is prime, then it will only divide by itself or by 1. Those are the only 2 factors that it will take. For 10, it has more than 2, which is 2. It has 5, it can be divided by itself, it can also be divided by 1. So it's not a prime number. Same thing with 9, it has 3 factors, it can divide by 3, 9 and 1. 8 as well. Anything that is even is not a prime number. This one, and this one. Okay, leaving you with 7, 5. Sorry, I said no. 2 is a prime number. So apart from 2, but anything that is even most of the time is not a prime number. But for 2 is a prime number because it has only 2 factors. It can divide by itself and 1 only. So, but 1 is not a prime number because it has only 1 factor. The condition is it should have 2 factors. So 1 is not a prime number. So you just left with 7. 7 has only 2 factors. The same thing with 5. The same thing with 3 and 2. So your M is this one. Now descending order from largest to smallest. Now state the total value of the digit 5 in the number formed, which is 7,532. The total value for 5 is just 500 because it belongs to the place value of 100. So you just basically take 5 times 100, giving you 500, or you can use this formula. So just drop the zeros. Given question 24, given that matrix A, which is 0, 4, 2, 6, 1, 3, B is 3, negative 1, 2, negative 3, 1, negative 4, and C negative 4, negative 4, 3, negative 3, 8, 6, 7, work out A minus B. So our matrix A is this one. So A minus our B, which is 3. So this is our B. Okay, so therefore you subtract these 2 matrices. So you take 0 minus 3 because there's negative here. So 0 minus 3 gives you negative 3. Then take 2 minus 2, which gives you 0. Then 1 minus 1 gives you 0 again. 4 minus negative 1. Since there's 2 negatives here, it becomes positive. So therefore, it becomes 4 plus 1. and 4 plus 1 gives you 5. So the one is 4 minus negative 1, which is 4 plus 1, which is 5. Now 6 minus negative 3, which is again 6 plus 3, giving you 9. Then 3 minus negative 4, so therefore it's 3 plus 4, giving you 7. So, and that's your answer for A minus B. Now let's go to the other one, A plus B minus C. So since we don't know what's A plus B, so let's do A plus B as well, then minus C. So you can start by taking A, adding to B, and then subtracting to C. So A is 0, 2, 1, 4, 6, 3. 2, 1. Let me give it space. 2, 1, 4, 6, 3. Then adding it to B. So B is 3, 2, 1, negative 1, negative 3, 3, 2, 1, negative 1, negative 3, negative 4. Let me also. So now let's add these ones first, and then we'll subtract. We'll see. So if you add this 0 plus 3, this is A plus B now. 0 plus 3 gives you 3. 2 plus 2 gives you 4. 1 plus 1 gives you 2. Then 4 plus negative 1, which is just 4 minus 1, because positive times negative gives you negative. So 4 minus 1 gives you 3. 6 minus 3 gives you 3 again. 3 plus minus 4, which is 3 minus 4, or 3 plus negative 4 gives you negative 1. So that's plus B. Then you minus it by C. So in which our C is negative 4, negative 3, 6, negative 4, negative 3, 6, and 8, I think. Negative 4, negative 3, 6, 3, 8, 7. Okay, so it's 3. Basically, this one should be 3, 8, 7. 3, 8, and 7. Now we can subtract it, but I don't see. Okay, let me just write the answer for this one here up top. Okay, so 3 minus negative 4 is just 3 plus 4, which is 3 plus 4 is supposed to be 7. 4 minus negative 3 is supposed to be 4 plus 3, which is also again 7. And then you have 2 minus 6, which is negative 4. And then 3 minus 3 is just 0. Then 3 minus 8 is just negative 5. And negative 1 minus 7 gives you negative 8. So basically that is your answer. Okay, hopefully I think we've understood till that point. Now let's go to the other question. Question 25, the diagram below shows points of a straight line on a Cartesian plane. The line passes through points A, 3,4, and B, 5,8. So most probably the question is asking you about the gradient or the equation of a straight line. So question A, calculate the gradient of the straight line. And question B, find the equation of a straight line. So question A, so you have point A, which is 3,4, and point B, which is 5,8. Now for you to get to find out your gradient is given by changing y over changing x, or is given by y1 minus y2 over x1 minus x2. Also can use y2 minus y1 over y2 over x2 minus x1, whichever. So if you assume this to be x1, this one y1, this one x2, this one y2. So you take y1 4 minus y2 8 over x1 3 minus 5. So x1 minus x2, which is 3 minus 5 So 4 minus 8 gives you negative 4. 3 minus 5 gives you negative 2. So negative 4 divided by negative 2 is positive 2. Negative divided by negative gives you positive, and 4 divided by 2 gives you 2. Find the equation of a straight line in A above, which is very easy as well. Now, equation of a straight line is written as y equal to mx plus c. So now we know our m. Our m is our gradient. Do we know our c? I think we know our c as well, but now let's just find out. So our m is our gradient, and now let's take one point. Let me take a point A, 3,4. You can also opt to take B, is up to you. So let's take point A. Now we substitute this point in this equation. So where there's y, utaika hiyo y value, where there's x, utaika x value, and where there's m, utaika gradient here. So for the y value ni 4, for x value ni 3. So utaika 4 equal to m yako ni 2, gradient yako si ni 2. 2 times x yako ni 3. So 2 times 3 plus c. Objective yetu ni kujua tu hii c ni ngapi. So 2 times 3 ni 6 equal to 4 plus c. So c ni ngapi? 6 peleka the other side, so itakuwa 4 minus 6. So our c is equal to 4 minus 6, which is negative 2. So when you're writing now the equation, utaandika y equal to, you write to your gradient, which is 2, then you write x plus your c, which is plus negative 2, which is negative 2. So خلاص. Now question C says express the equation in B above in the form y equal to mx and state the value of x-intercepts and y-intercepts. So to express kali on equation tutapata vipi pamoja express in that form. So y equal to mx plus 3c ndio hiyo y equal to 2x minus 2. So c yetu is always our y-intercept. So haina haja ya utafute sijui y-intercept kutumia njia ndefu. So this is our negative 2, and our negative 2 is our y-intercept. So therefore this one is already our y-intercept. And y-intercept, usually when you're writing, you should be writing like this, because the y value is this one, but the x value is always 0. So it should be written as 0, negative 2. So this is your y-intercept. So for the x-intercept now is not that hard, but it's difficult to calculate. So for the x-intercept, your y value will always be equal to 0. For the y-intercept, x no 0, but for the x-intercept, y is 0. So you rewrite the equation. So the equation is written like this. So where there's y, uta replace na 0. So take a 0 equal to 2x minus 2. Negative 2 peleka the other side, so that it remains to be its own. So 2 equal to 2x divide by 2. Therefore x here is 1. So your x-intercept now, so let me just write in the x-intercept how it's written. So we say the x-intercept, it should be 1, 0. So x coordinates is a number, y coordinates is always 0 for the x-intercept part. So those are your answers. So here I have. Now let's go to the other question. Question 26. The number of female tutors in a school in Watamu zone is 8 more than the male tutors. If the total number of tutors is not more than 50, determine the inequality representing the number of male tutors in that school. So remember, the number of female tutors in a school in Watamu zone is 8 more than the male tutors. So male na female. So kama male ni x tutors, so it means that females should be 8 more, so which is x plus 8. If the total number of tutors the total of male and female x plus 8, okay, is not more than 50. So it shouldn't be more than 50. So it should be less or equal to 50. So x plus x gives you 2x plus 8 less or equal to 50. 8 peleka the other side to give you a negative 8. So I think, are we finding determinant inequality representing the number of male tutors? Oh, okay, so 50 minus 8 gives you 42. So 2x is less or equal to 42. Divide by 2, divide by 2. So x should be less or equal to 21. So the number of tutors should be less or equal to 21. Remember, again I'm repeating, the sum of the male and female tutors should not be more than 50. Maanisha either ni 50 ama iwe ni chini yake. So ndo maana nimeandika less or equal. But now I'm finding the x value. So ndo maana na rearrange 8 kapeleka the other side ikawa negative 8. 50 minus 8 ni 42. Then your x plus x utapata 2x, uta divide na 2, divide by 2 to give you 21. So x is less or equal to 21. Question 27, solve the inequality. The same case. So 4 minus 3x greater or equal to 19. Collect the like terms maybe. 3x peleka the other side. 19 later hapa. So itakuwa 4 minus 19 greater or equal to positive 3x. So 4 minus 19 negative 15 greater or equal to 3x. Divide by 3, divide by 3, x sasa it should be less or equal to negative 5. So our negative 5 is greater or equal to x. You can rewrite it like this also, which is acceptable. Waweza kuandika hivi, greater or equal to 19. 4 kapeleka the other side ikakupa minus 4. So greater or equal to 19 minus 4 ni 15. Remember hapa ni positive, peleka the other side itakuwa negative. Lakini kwa 3x, remember ile 3x kuna negative, so ni negative 3x. Usitoe ile negative sign, usijoka patafuta mbinu ya kutoa. But now hapa sasa the difference comes here. You dividing by a negative number. Now inequalities, ikiwa divide by a negative number or multiply by a negative number, the inequality sign changes. So hapa si ni greater or equal to, itageuka kuwa less or equal to. So divide by negative 3, divide by negative 3, 15 divide by negative 3, itakuwa negative 5. So the same thing, it's just the same thing. X is less or equal to negative 5, which is just the same scenario here as well. So all of them are the same. So draw a graph to represent the inequality of your solution in A above. Now I don't see the graph of anything here, so I don't know how should I draw it. But in Kali, there is no graph. I'm just sketching for you so that you can get to understand how it's drawn. So utachora hivi tu, but you should be drawing on a graph, not like this. So it's like this. There's a y coordinates, now there's y axis, and there's x axis. So hapa yanza 0, then followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you have negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, then negative 5. Let me just extend it. Then let's say tuko na negative 6. So hapa tuko na 1, 2, 3. Hapa tuko na negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, and negative 5. So now hapa kuna hii swali umeambiwa draw a graph to represent the inequality of your solution. Your inequality is this: x is less or equal to negative 5. So you draw what you call a horizontal line, not a horizontal, a vertical line that cuts the x-axis at -5. So ukiona hapa wafa uchore hapa, sawa. So wafa uchore hapa line, a full dotted line, sawa. Not a full dotted, a full line, and see dotted, see the. So you draw a vertical line at -5. So umeambiwa x is less or equal to -5. So ukiambiwa your x values are less or equal to -5, so therefore your uangalia hizi values ambao zipo chini ya -5, ambao yaenda hivi, direction yako yaenda left side. So you'll shade the parts which you don't want. Any values that are greater than -5 are the values that you don't want, so you shade that part and just left with the parts that you want. So your x values can include -6, -7, -8, etc., as long as it's less or equal to -5. So ikiwa ni less, kama ni x is less than -5, you usually draw a dotted line. Well, since there's an equal pale chini, you draw a full line. So like in kwa graph, but still naona nimechora vizuri without a graph. Question 28, express into index form to base 10. Into index form to base 10. So hii ni base 10. So umeambiwa log, I don't know how much, 100,000 base 10 is equal to 5. So this is the power and this is the base. So utaandika 10 power 5 ndio equal to hii 100,000. So khalas tayari hivyo usha express to maksabure. Log x equal to y, the same, base yake ni 10. So utaanza kuandika 10 power y is equal to x. Khalas to max zingine za bure. Maswali haya ungepata ukiwa form 2. Question 29, a school has 400 learners, 50 of the learners play handball. Hapa hiyo handball, sijui nani ameandika handball. Find the percentage of learners who play handball. So find the percentage of learners who play handball. So remember, a school has 400 learners, 50 of the learners play handball. Only 50 of them. 50 watches the handball. So for you to get the percentage of learners, you utaweka number of handball players, or handball players divided by the total learners. Handball divided by total learners, then multiply by 100. So wale ambao wacheza handball ni 50 peke yake, divide by 400, multiply by 100. So it gives you around 50 divided by 400 times 100 ni 12.5%. Khalas, soma zingine za bure. Question 30, calculate the volume of a cylinder of 7 cm radius and 20 cm height. So use pi equal to 22/7. So the volume of a cylinder is always given by pi r squared height. Now, so pi yako ni 22/7, radius yako tayari ushapewa ni 7, which is 7 squared, or 7 times 7 times your height. So hii 7 inaenda kwa 7 mara moja, so you just left with 22 times 7 times 20. Which if you multiply gives you, should give you 3080 centimeter cube, not square. Maswali haya ni rahisi. Question 31, fathia inkali vile inavyoandikwa fathia, hata kama hujui kuandika jina bana. Fathia drove her car in 2 hours in a distance of 180 kilometers from Mombasa to Gomboni. What speed was used by Fathia's car in kilometers per hour? Shout out to Fathia ikiwa yaona, nadhani tawashataji hapa. So what speed was used by Fathia's car in kilometers per hour? Remember, speed is always given by distance over time. So in case kama hii ni triangle yetu ya distance, speed na time, distance, speed na time, kama tafuta speed ni distance over time. So distance yako umpewa ni 180 kilometers, time ni 2 hours, so therefore 180 divided by 2, it gives you 90 kilometers per hour. So that's one way. That's the only way. No, one way or the second way. For meters per second is very easy. So it has a short formula to it also. For meters per second, okay. For meters per second, let me confirm something. Okay, so for meters per second, kama kubadilisha kilometers per hour to meters per second, usually multiply by 5/18. That's even the answer yako. So utachukua tu hiyo 90 kilometers per hour, you'll multiply it by 5/18. So 90 times your 5/18 gives you 25 meters per second. So hiyo ni njia rahisi. Ukitaka waweza kutumia njia nyingine pia, ukafanya 90 kilometers, ukafanya 90 times 1000 divide by hii ni 1 hour, so 1 hour iko na 3600, so 1 times 3600. At the end of the day bado is the same thing, kwa sababu hapa na hapa yatoka ya kupa 5 ya kupa 18. That's the reason why I've multiplied by 5/18, bado itakupa 25 meters per second. Sawa, ama zile zile za juu 180 ukabadilisha into meters, hours ukabadilisha into seconds. You can also observe 180 if you change it into meters, because 1 kilometer is equal to 1000, you get 180,000 meters. If you change the hours into seconds, you multiply it by 3600, because for every 1 hour you have 3600 seconds. So when you multiply 2 times 3600, you get 7200 seconds. If you take now 180,000, you divide it by 7200, it gets the same thing. So you get the same thing, which is 25 meters per second. So whichever formula you use, you get the same answer. Wewe utumie formula yote as long as unipa answer moja tu, lakini umazini do not force a formula. Watu wengine wa force wanafaingiana. Okay, question 32. Calculate the area of the rectangular pentagon whose sides are 5 cm, given that the height of each triangle is 4 cm. So height ya hiyo niambiwa ni 4 cm. Now let's find the area of that triangle. Let's find out the area of the triangle, and it's given by a half base height, half times base times height. So a half times your base 5 times your height. So by 2, 1 by 2, 5 times 2 gives you 10 centimeter square. But now how many triangles do you have? The number of sides will indicate the number of triangles that you have. So you have 5 sides because it's a pentagon, therefore you'll have 5 triangles. So you have 5 triangles with the same area, which is 10 centimeter square. So utachukua hiyo 10 centimeter square, utamultiply na 5, itakupa 50 centimeter square, and that is your answer. So answer nyingine no. Question 33. The figure below shows a solid triangular prism. AB equal to 26 centimeter, AD equal to 14 centimeter, and AE equal to DE, which is 10 centimeter. So draw a net of the above figure. Draw a net. Hii hapa nitumia ruler, is na sina ruler for now, but you're supposed to use a ruler for questions like this. So draw a net of the above figure, which should be something like this. so you should scale. Majority of the question when you're drawing a net, you must scale. But I don't know for the KJSEA students, I don't know what scale ama ni vipi. So kuna triangle hapa, najua nishakosea somewhere hapa. So, and also the same thing with this one. Now, hizo triangles mbili ndio hizo, na kuna rectangles zingine pia. Haya, by the way, nimesikia kuna timu ambayo ita the best team in the world, jana wamefungwa kama sijakosea. Kama unajua ni wewe tu. So hapa ni F, so this is F. Yeah, this is F, this is point E. Okay, also this should be point E, this is F. So zitakutana somewhere. Hapa ndo point D. I don't know which point is this, but I think it should be C. And this is point A, B, and also this one is C, E na F. So just make sure you highlight it. E need 26 centimeter, and this ones are 10 centimeters. So 10 centimeter na hapa pia ni 10 centimeter, na hapa ni AD ni 14 centimeters. So that's, but I think C lazima scale because it's too much, but just in case you can opt to scale kwa sababu wao yenyewe nafasi haitoshi kuchora 26 centimeter. Okay, the question says calculate the total surface area of the figure above. So you have two shapes. You have how many faces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 faces, and you also need to know basically what our height is as well. So for the rectangle part, kuna rectangle tatu, 1, 2, 3. For the first rectangle ni hii hapa. So for the first rectangle that we see, the length is 26 centimeter, the width is 14 centimeter. So for you to calculate the area ni rahisi, 26 times 14. Ukichukua 26 times 14 itakupa 364 centimeters square. For the other rectangles also, kuna moja ni 26 na 10. So kuna nyingine ni 26 na 10. So that's why I need to also, hapa ni 10, hapa ni 26. So this one also ni 10 centimeter. Kuna nyingine ni 26 na 10. Sawa, 26 centimeters and 10, lakini iko mara mbili, so there are two rectangles like that. So 26 times 10, 10 times 2 because ziko mara mbili, so 260 times 2 gives you 520. So now the triangles now. The triangles looks like this. Now for the triangles we need to find the height. Okay, now let's find the height here. So this is our triangle, and our triangle hypotenuse ni 10, pia ni 10 centimeter. Na kuna height ambayo tujue kutoka hapa mpaka hapa ni 14. Half of it ni 7. Sawa, nusu yake. So tayari una right angle triangle, hapa ni 7, hapa ni ni 10. Watafuta hypotenuse. Watafuta hii height. So for you to get your height, wachukua c squared minus a squared ama b squared, and then you find the square root yake. So utachukua 10 squared minus 7 squared, alafu square root, it gives you the height itself. So 10 squared minus 7 squared, answer yake kwa 7.14. So ni 7.14 centimeters. So waje hapa, so tayari ushajua height yako ni 7.14 centimeter. Base yako haibadiliki, base yako ni hiyo 14 centimeters. So area triangle is given by a half, lakini kumbuka ziko mara mbili. So a half times 14 times 7.14, 10 times 2. So itakuwa ngapi? So a half times 14 times 7.14 times 2, itakuwa 99.96 centimeters square. So we haven't yet finished, but let me just confirm the triangle. Yeah, 14. So we haven't yet finished. We need to add all of those up. And let me use another pen just to indicate the answer. So I'll just squeeze it in here. So I'll have to add 364, add 520, add 99.96. So itakupa ngapi? 364 plus 520, itakupa 983.96 centimeter square. So that is your total area. Nadhani paka hapa tuko chonjo. Kama kuna makosa mahali utani guide. Lakini 4 marks za bure. Question 34. Again, gradient. A straight line passes through point 4,6 and W,9. The line has a gradient of a half. Calculate question A, the equation of the line. So which is 3 marks. Now equation of a line tumsema ni is given by y equal to mx plus c. Kuna point, let's say 4,6, huwezi tumia ile point nyingine kwa sababu hujui x coordinate yake. Gradient uko now which is this is your m. Now uta replace tu pale ambapo kuna y utaweka 6, m utaweka a half times x yako which is 4 plus c. Watafuta tu c we. A half times 4 ni 2. So therefore c equal to positive 2, ukipeleka the other side itakuwa negative 2. So 6 minus 2 ni 4. So equation of a line is y equal to m a half x plus your c which is 4. Katika kuandika equation ile y na x utaiacha kama letters. The value of w, so coordinate yenyewe ni w9. So the value of w which is your x coordinate na hii ni y coordinate. So your equation hii sio. So pale ambapo kuna y utaweka nini? Uta replace na 9. So fanya substitution. Na ile a half ile x tutaweka w kwa sababu hatujui. So plus 4. So plus 4 peleka the other side sasa. So plus 4 kipeleka the other side itakuwa 9 minus 4 which is equal to a half w. 9 minus 4 ni ngapi? Ni 5 equal to a half w. Utoa hii 2 yamaanisha kwa hapa denominator ama kutoa half utamultiply na 2. Utamultiply na 2 on both sides of the equation. So utabakia tu na w equal to 5 times 2 which is 10. Sawa? Waweza ukaconfirm. So since wajua ni w yako ni 10, waweza tumia hizo points mbili kutafuta gradient. So waweza sema change in y over change in x. 9 minus 6 divide by your w yako ni 10 minus 4. So it gives you a half which is true. So question 35. Deborah, a grade 9 clean of KJSEA Junior School, drew the diagram as shown below. calculate the area of the shaded region. Now for you to calculate the area of a sector, because most probably this is a sector, is given by theta over 360 pi r squared. So your theta is given in 60 divided by 360 times 22 over 7 times r squared, which is 14 times 14. So by 71 by 72 61 66 by 61 by 66 by 2 3 by 2 11. So by ufanye 2 11 times 2 times 14 divided by 3. So 11 times 2 times 14 then divide by 3 itakuwa 102.67 centimeter square. Hope watu wamenielewa. So the area of the shaded region is that one. So ama uweze tumia calculator yako kama yani umeona wewe ni mzembe, times 14 squared still gives you the same answer. You can opt to use 3.142 as your pi. Still it's the same. Kwa hii swali haijakuwa specific, that's why I used 22/7 as our pi. Construct a triangle. Hii sasa ni ngumu sasa kwa sababu sina nini, lakini umeambiwa construct a triangle ABC with size of length 8 cm, 6 cm and 5 cm. Draw a circle that touches the size of the triangle. What I'll be advising ni uchore hii triangle mwanzo, so which is ABC, hapo ni 8 6 5 cm. So what you need to draw, you bisect two angles. So when you bisect two angles, let's say I'm bisecting angle ABC. Ukibisect hii hapa, so basically utachora kitu kama hii sijui. So utabisect itakata mpaka hapo. So let's say you're bisecting as well C. So utabisect, so itakata hapa. So pale ambapo utakapokutana ndo center of your circle, and then you use that center now to draw that inner circle. So hiyo ndo inscribing. Circumscribing ni tofauti. Circumscribing ni when you bisect the two lines, watengeneza perpendicular bisectors of those two lines. So nadhani hapa yatosha, mweza mkachora. I can't tell you the answer, you can try by yourself now. Question 37. The table below shows the prices of petrol per liter for 8 months. Calculate the mean price. So calculate the mean price. So how do you get the mean price? You add all of this up and then divide by the number of months, which is 8 months. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 197 ones, like in, and some for 8 months. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 now 8. So what you got, 40 plus 20 plus 15 plus 35 plus 20 plus 45 plus 25 plus 50, then divide by 8. So 40 plus 20 plus 15 plus 35 plus 20 plus 45 plus 25 plus 50. Divide by 8. 31, answer yako hapa ikupa 31.25. So this is your answer, shillings. So that's the mean price. State the median price of the petrol. Sasa median itabidi sasa to arrange easy from smallest to largest ones. So your smallest is 15, if I'm not wrong. So starting with 15, then followed by 20 2 times, then 20, then 20 ingine, then followed by 25, una 30 hakuna, then followed by 35, then followed by 40, then 45, then 50. So the hisabu ni 8 numbers. So median ni rahisi, utatafuta ile namba ambayo iko in between, yani the middle number. So ukitoa hii atoa hii, atoa hii, you cancel this, and you just remain with two middle numbers. Now when you have two middle numbers, you find the mean of those two. So you add them up and then divide them by 2. So 25 plus 35, it gives you 60. So 60 divided by 2 gives you 30. So your median is 30 shilling, and it should be somehow very near to your mean. See, mbali sana. Solve the following simultaneous equation using graphical method. Sasa hao majamaa wasema graphical method na bar graph, hakuna graph yoyote ambao unaona graph. Sioni graph kali, sijui watu wapewa graph vipi. Wewe ni ngumu sasa hapa, but I'll use my own intuition. I don't know how to help you guys. Hapa pia represent the information above in a bar graph, na kuna bar graph yote ambao watu hapo. Okay, kwa nipo bar graph ningewachorea hapo. So but for now, let me just give you a hint. So for question 38, solve the following simultaneous equations using graphical method. So utatengeneza x na y coordinates zako. So for the first one, hapa iwe ni hivi, sio? So if your x is 0, what will be your y? So what ya kwa hiyo equation ya kwanza, 3 times 0 minus 2y equal to 7. No, see, to me 0 kwa sababu itanipa decimal. So use a x value which won't give you any decimal into it. Okay. Let's rearrange this. So 3x minus 2y equal to 7. Ipeleka huku ilete huku. So itakupa 2y equal to 3x minus 7. Then divide by 2, divide by 2, divide by 2. Y equal to 3 over 2x minus 7 over 2. So okay. Ni our rahisi sasa. If our x value ni 1, so yamaanisha nitaweka 1 hapa, minus 7 over 2. So 3 over 2 minus 7 over 2 itakuwa ni ngapi? Ni negative 4 over 2, ambao ni negative 2. So kama x yako ni 1, y yako ni negative 2. Kama sababu haiwezi, kama x yako ni 3, ama let's say negative 1, sasa 1 tuweke negative sasa. Kama x yako ni negative 1, y value yako itakuwa ni ngapi? So 3 times negative 1 ni negative 3 over 2. So negative 3 over 2, negative 7 over 2 ni negative 10 over 2, which is negative 5. So kama negative 1 ni negative 5. So tayari tushapata hiyo hizo values mbili ama coordinates mbili ambazo tutatumia kuchorea. Si lazima uwe na coordinates nyingi, just need a maximum of 2 or 3, then unaweza chora. So coordinates za hii ni 1, negative 2 na nyingine ni negative 1, negative 5. Sawa. For the other one, 2x plus y equal to 7. 2x plus y equal to 7. So tunakuja hapa 2x plus y equal to 7. 2x peleka the other side, so ni minus 2x. So y equal to 7 minus 2x. If your x is 0, yamaanisha y itakuwa ni 7. Kwa sababu 2 times 0 ni 0, so itabakia na 7. Lakini bado ni kubwa, sitaki kubwa. Sawa pia. Kama x yako ni y yako ikiwa ni 0 na ikiwa x yako ni 1. Sawa, x yako kama ni 1, sasa badala ya 0 ni 1 hapa. So inamaanisha y yako itakuwa ni 5. So kwa sababu 7 minus 2 itakuwa 5. So if your x is 1, your y will be 5. So tayari pia tushapata nini coordinates ya hiyo equation nyingine. So it's like this. So ni 0,7 na 1,5. So let's wrap this. So tachora tu mimi sketch, si ati kwa itanipa accurate values. I'm just sketching. So for the first one hapa zote itakuwa kwa same Cartesian plane, so just be patient. Hiyo y values itabidi sasa exaggerate. So let's see mpaka hapa. So nataka ni if you have a -5 hapa. So hii ni x axis, hii ni y axis, but make sure you be given a graph or something up hapa. So tuendelee. So hapa ni 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Hata si lazima niandike nyingi. -1, -2, -3, -4. Hapa ndo nyingi shekhe. Hapa ifaiwe mpaka 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let me just write this 07 yake hapa. Then let me move this. Let me just add another straight line. So, okay. So hapa -6, hapa ni 6, hapa ni 7. But tunaonyesha tu hapa ni y axis. So hii si accurate, that's accurate. Sijui kaona ni accurate hivyo. Naweza kuniambia saa ukosea sijui nini. -3, -4 na -5 yatosha hizo. Sawa. So ya kwanza ni 1, -2. So tafuta 1, -2 yako, which is here. So then ya pili ni -1, -5. -1, -5, which is around here. So and then you connect those 2 points. You connect those 2 points. Connect those 2 points. Connect vibaya, so nichora tu connect those 2 points. So let's say it's there. If I says rub, so that rub the whole line. So but make sure it's nini, it's a straight line. Okay, for the other one is 1,5, 0,7. 1,5 is around here. So this is 1,5 and 0,7. 0,7 ni hapa. So you connect also those 2 points. So once you connect those 2 points, so utapata hiyo line imepatana na line nyingine, but make sure you also write the equations. For this one, equation yake ni 3x minus 2y equal to 7. For the other one, equation yake ni 2x plus y equal to 7. This is not that accurate, so kama mimi naweza pata, let's say ni pale ambapo itakapokutana ndo solution yako. So that's why they say solve this using graphical method. So pale ambapo yakutana, let's say kwangu imekutana hapa 3.5 and 1, but I don't know yours, so because I've used this, so it's not accurate. So your answer shouldn't be lying it should be lying here. Okay, so try your best and find a solution. So but this one is not your answer, kwa sababu mimi nimetumia mkono and everything, so it's not that accurate still. Okay, for the question 39, the table below shows the number of girls in Kakuyuni Comprehensive School from grade 4 to grade 9. Represent the above information above in a bar graph. Also, here it's in a graph, but still I'm drawing. So let's say this is your bar graph. Change your next 10. So ujue tu wa grade ziko hapa chini. So hapa ni grade, hapa ni number of girls, which is your frequency. So hii ni y-axis, make sure you write them, na hapa ni x-axis. The rest is history. So for example, we have devious spaces. So umeambiwa uleave space katika kuchora bar graph. So for now, acha tuchore number of girls. The number of girls umeambiwa 40, 20, 15. So let's say kuna 10. Okay, kuna 20 hapa. In between it labda ni 55. Kuna 30, kuna 40, na kuna 50 hapa. Sasa hapa ndo 50. So don't confuse it, nimeandika juu lakini hapa ndo 50 hapa. So hapa, so let's say hapa ni grade 4, kuna grade 5 obviously. So for grade 4 yafaa ifike paka 40. So it should chipaka 40 hapa. So one square box hapa yako ndo grade 4. Usichanganye. So sichukue square box nyingi. So let's say hapa ni grade 5. Grade 5 yafika paka 20, which is here. So yafika paka 20, which is there. For grade 6, ruka tu box nyingine. Naingia kwa grade 6 yafika paka 15. 15 iko in between 10 and 20. So most probably itakuwa hapa. For grade 7 yafika paka 35. Most probably itakuwa hapo. Sawa. And for grade 8 ni 20 again. Grade 8 and 20 itakuwa hapo pia bado. So let's say hapa 20 ni hapa sawa. And the last one but not the least, grade 9, which will be kwa turabi tuandike hapa chini. Hapa jua tu ni grades. So grade 9, and then let's have this 4. So hapa jua tu ni x-axis. Grade 9 yafika mpaka 45. So 45 ni huko hapa, in between 40 and 45. So utachora mpaka huko. So it shouldn't isipite mpaka kwa x-axis. So I'm just plotting. It's not an accurate name. So these are your but this should be obvious. So when you're drawing, try your level best to draw it in a better shape, not like mimi nimechora kuna vitu vingine nimechora kama nini mtihani. So that's how you draw a bar graph. So for the last question, umeambiwa simplify the expressions leaving your answer in index form. So if you're multiplying, this is in indices. If you're multiplying and the bases are the same, in case you don't know, you usually add the powers. So 4 plus 2 plus 3. So only 6 plus 3, which is, so you just take 4 plus 2 plus 3, 9. So your answer is p power 9. Halas. So hiyo tu ndani hapa yatosha. So with that all, nimetumia time nyingi. Don't forget to subscribe, share to your friends, and also leave a like and hit the what do you call it, the icon bell. So وهذا السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.